when the SHO engine came out, we were all kind of scratching our heads about why the hell won't Yamaha ever advertise any sort of numbers? We were in the middle of the horsepower wars. Cowie was at 260, Sea-Doo was at 255. Everyone was in this big dick measuring contest, and everyone wanted to know who was making the most power. And we thought it was really funny that Yamaha was not going to be forthright with their numbers. And Paul set me straight. Paul was laughing. He goes, "Oh, that's easy." And I go, "Why is that?" And he says, "Well, back when everyone was first going four-stroke with the dual sports, the motorcycles, everyone would got in a horsepower war. This is early 2000s. And everyone started advertising these numbers. And, KTM and Husqvarna and Kawasaki and Suzuki, and everyone started getting into this pissing match about who's making the most power. Well, Yamaha comes out with, and I can't tell you what the number was. It might have been 240 horse. It could have been, it could have been 140 horse. It could have been 150 horse. It could have been 110 horse. I just don't remember what it was. I don't recall. But, excuse me, Yamaha came really out of the gate one model year and really beat everyone by 10 or 15 horse. And that was a big deal. That was a really big deal. And it's more like 280, Crab. It's about 285, 280, 285 at peak, around 285 peak horsepower, but you're only there for a second or two. So anyways, everyone kind of raised an eyebrow at Yamaha being so far ahead in horsepower with this four-stroke two-cylinder. So another magazine, and not Cycle News, another magazine got all these bikes together, and they went and they pulled the engines out. From what I was told, they pulled the engines out of all these bikes, and they put them on a chassis, or they put them on an engine dyno, and they started running numbers. And Yamaha not only was below their advertised number, but they were below mid-pack. They were bottom third of horsepower output. And this Cycle World or whatever magazine it was who wrote this absolutely eviscerated Yamaha in this article. This is 2002, 2003. And Paul's telling me this story. And he's laughing. I mean, he's red in the face. He's laughing. He's like, "This is the funniest damn thing." Well, the problem was that there was a lot of really pissed off people. And they filed a lawsuit against Yamaha for false advertising. And was it Dirt Rider magazine, Chris? Was it Dirt Rider? Boy, I'd love to look up that article. So apparently a class action lawsuit was filed. And Yamaha Japan took it as a big dishonor. And it was a big black eye to the company. So suddenly all the numbers vanished from all their bikes and all their four-wheelers and all their watercraft. All of a sudden, horsepower numbers went poof. Disappeared. And that became kind of we don't talk about horsepower. Now, what's interesting is that with the EXR and the Wave Blaster or Jet Blaster, and even with the Superjet, with the TR1 motor, they've been okay with advertising horsepower numbers. 100 horse, 110 horse. Whoop-de-doo. And they kind of "Oh, that's safe. That's really safe." Oh, okay, cool. But when it came to the big stuff, they, hey, even the 180 horse, 180 horse HO, and now the 200 horse 1.9 liter HO. Okay. But for whatever reason, the supercharged stuff, they were real quiet about their numbers. And I asked about it, and they kind of were like, we don't want to talk about it. I'm like, okay. But that was kind of the reason why Yamaha has always been really shy about advertiser numbers. And what's really funny was around the same time when Sea-Doo was in this, 255, 260, pissing match with Cowie. Riva was like, bro, Sea-Doo ain't anywhere near 255, 260. Now they didn't want to burn a bridge with Sea-Doo at all, because they're like, listen, man, we get special access to Sea-Doos and Yamahas because we play nice, so we're going to keep playing nice. But they kind of leaked it out to me, and they leaked it out to Jerry, because they have a dyno. They have a dyno, guys. They have a dyno jet, or not dyno jet. It's another brand of dyno, but they have a legit engine dyno. And that number, on a stock engine just kind of trickled out. And it was something like 230, like 238 or 236, some number down in the 230s. And everyone's like, wah, wah. And when the 310 came out, no joke, when the 310 came out, I get an email from Ken Essex at Cowie with the dyno sheet. And he goes, 309.8 horsepower brake dyno or brake horsepower on the dyno. I mean, I had the dyno sheet, and it was like, what was the RPM? It was something like 78, like 7880 or 7860 or something like that. And it was so funny when I almost didn't even have to ask for it. They immediately sent me the dyno sheet. They're like, here you go. And I remember hitting up Dave at Cowie, or Dave at Riva, and he's like, oh yeah, they make their numbers. They make their numbers. They don't lie about their numbers. I was like, oh, okay, cool. But yeah, that was really funny. Was the old Rotax, 1503 was like, the 255 and the 260s were nowhere near that. But that was 2009, 2010. It was freaking 14 years ago, 15 years ago. It's water under the bridge. So anyway. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. This clip was taken from our weekly podcast that we record here every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch the whole video, you can go to the Watercraft Journal's YouTube channel, go to playlists, and then click on live sessions. You're going to see it there. Otherwise, go ahead and leave a like, a comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow. And again, thanks again for watching our videos, and we hope to see you soon.